YouTube. This is Portia from Life with Portia. I'm coming to you today with a video on this Thursday, February the 15th. I'm a little sad, but God can lift my mood, because he tells us to be anxious for nothing, but in everything and with prayer and supplication. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to let that go right now. I am sad because of the massacre yesterday. I'm so tired of someone going into these schools. I remember Columbine. That shocked me beyond belief. And then there was, what was the other one? Sandy Creek?
Hook.
Sandy Hook. That's what it was. And all those precious little babies. You know what? There are some people out here on the street that should not be on the street. Now, I remember in my day they had what was called mental hospital or sanatoriums or whatever they were called. And if you had a mental problem, that's where they put you at. Do those things still exist? Because if they don't, they need to. We don't need them in the psych ward in a hospital because you won't stay there very long. But we need places where you can put these people at. And we need people who will say, okay, that one there is acting strange, so we need to get him some help. Tell me this particular one was on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and they knew what he was about to do. He left indications that he was about to do something. They contacted the police, and the police did nothing. Come on! 17 lives could have been saved if the police or whoever on these social media sites had caught it and either reported it to the police, the FBI, whoever they had to report. There needs to be a task force set up for these sites, because too many things are happening, and people, before they do it, they warn the public. Now, I wasn't a friend with this man or anything like that, but tell me, he had lots of friends, to the point that the police was told about it, but they did nothing. Police department, get on the ball. We're losing our babies too fast. Now, no, I didn't have a child at that school. I didn't even have a relative at that school. Yeah, I have people in Florida, but they're not in that part of it. But those were babies. Those were lives. Those were young people that had bright futures. They hadn't even finished high school. That's not fair. They had no chance to live life. Things that they should have experienced, they can't experience it now. We got to stop this, Lord. There needs to be a task force that's specifically put in place to watch these media sites. Watch mine if you want to. I'm not going to put anything on there like that because I would never do anything like that. But they need to watch these sites. I don't care which one it is. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, that's old, I know. Pinterest, whoever. They put warnings up there. It's like they're crying out saying, help me. But there's no help for them. Now, thank God this young man lived. I know a lot of you would disagree with that. But I thank God he lived. Because, see, if he didn't live, there would be no justice for those children. His instant death is no justice. Now he can be tried, and there is such a thing as jail justice. He will pay for what he's done. But they first need to get him help, because they're saying he has mental problems. Something about his dad died. Well, he was adopted. His dad died. Then his mother died in November from from pneumonia. But that was no reason for him to kill the children. Now, I don't know the whole story. It's unfolding. But I can only ask you all to pray for the parents and the relatives of those who were shot down like they meant nothing. That's the thing that bothers me. Those children had souls. They had spirits, and that was wrapped up in a body. That's how God made us. They were part of God. They were God's children. And he dared shoot them down as if they had no value at all. What do you think about that? Leave your comment in a comment box. And continue to pray for those families. And I pray that none of those who got wounded, I pray that not another one dies. We don't need any more death. This has got to stop. This has got to stop. And then after that, you have all these copycats, even here in this little country city. Some creep decided he was going to shoot into a school yesterday evening. Nobody got hurt, thank God, but they got his butt. People, stop. This has gone on too long. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. This has got to stop. Please, YouTube, Facebook, any other social media space out there, form a task force so that they can watch these people on these sites. So that when a red flag is raised, they got them right there. So that our young people can live and do what they need to do in life. Who knows? Maybe a doctor that had the cure for cancer was one of those kids who was shot down. Maybe a teacher, hallelujah, who was the best teacher who ever lived, who could teach many students, and her student came out and created many things for the good of mankind. Or maybe a dynamic preacher would come out who had the answers because God spoke through him and he had the answers to the world's problems. We don't know who died among those 17, but we know that it will never be now. So pray for those families and pray for me, and I'll pray for you. This is Portia from Life with Portia saying, those children, please don't let this happen again. Social media, do what you need to do. You got a lot of nuts out here on social media. Do what you need to do to keep this from happening again. They always warn people on social media. So do what you got to do to keep this from happening again. These are our children. And yes, I'm a mama. That's why I say our children. No, not a child of mine was shot down or wounded. I don't know the kids, don't know the families. But they're human beings like I am. So therefore, they're part of me. We all came from Adam and Eve. So therefore, they're part of me. Jesus is my Lord. Is he on? And if not, why not? Love you all. Bye-bye.